Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. Okay, so some of you might be aware that I've been doing Eric Crown's Crown Trading School. This was something that he announced a few weeks ago, and it's free. All you had to do was sign up to an exchange using one of his affiliate links. And I'm kind of working my way through it slowly, but I'm trying to get to each stage and make sure that I really understand it really well. And one of the really early modules was the trend module, about identifying trends, identifying reversals, and identifying continuations. And he initially started talking about looking for lower lows, lower highs, higher lows, higher highs, that kind of thing, which many of you probably know about. And then moved on to the idea of using an indicator to give you a better idea about this, to sort of avoid confusion with all looking for the higher lows and thinking, is that a higher low or is that whatever, So it just makes it a little bit easier. Now, the way he was doing this, or the way he is doing this, is with a free indicator on TradingView, and it's called this one. It's the CT Moving Average Crossover Indicator. So if you go to the indicators and you search for, I think you just go to CT Mac, I think gets it. Yeah, there you go. And it's by the Caretaker. I believe the Caretaker is one of Eric's personal friends, and he really likes his indicators. And as I say, it is free. Now, once you've got the indicator on there, there's a few things that you need to do to make it look like this. So let's have a quick look at the settings. So there was some kind of info box that I turned off. That was all I did there. And then a lot of these moving averages I turned off, and I just set these ones here. A 9 EMA with a cyan colour, a 21 EMA with a yellow colour, and a 55 EMA with a green colour. Okay. So these are exponential moving averages. And the idea of an EMA, it weights it slightly more to the more recent action than a straightforward moving average. So mainly you're just using these three lines here. So the yellow is 21, green is 55, and the cyan is 9. Okay. Now, what he was looking for was the crossing of the green and yellow lines. I've just circled a few events that I think have been quite important, and these are all the crossings that have happened since July 2022, so that's 2 years. Now, what happened here is you got the yellow crossing the green, okay, and that went along for a little while, so probably about 24 days with an 8% increase, okay, and then you got the green above the yellow, okay, and that was a good one. That kind of went from there. That then went down 16% over 65 days. And these kind of continued like this. This one was quite a good one. And it does really signify a change of trend really well. And these are my favourite ones, is where it comes down here. The yellow goes under the green. That happened in March 2023. And then shortly afterwards, the yellow crossed over the green and up we went. Okay, we went from like 22,000 up to here, which is like 28,480 with a 28% increase. That was really cool, wasn't it? Obviously, there are some amazing ones since then. This one here, this was September 2023 when the price was at 27 grand. Hard to imagine now, isn't it? And that crossed there, and that didn't cross back until January this year. That was a 64% increase. Amazing. And this was one of my favourite bits for making money recently, was this little cock and balls pattern here, where it did what I showed you earlier. The yellow went under the green for about a month or so, and then here the yellow crossed back over the green. And look at that for an increase. There wasn't another cross then until April this year. So that was from February to April. This is when I made quite a chunk of money, going from here to here. That was 57% increase over 67 days. So Using this on the 12-hour time frame is really good for very long kind of swing trades, if you like. At the moment, the green is above the yellow, which kind of implies we're in a downtrend. So this got me thinking, well, can I use this on much smaller time frames? So I'm looking at it on the 5 minute. Let's do an Option R to get it reset. Okay, so here, the same kind of thing happens, but obviously a lot quicker. So, for example, this morning, we've got the yellow going above the green, and the price spiked up to 57.8k, right? And then the yellow went over the green at 11.55, about an hour and a half ago. And then the price has since then come down to here, which is about 0.36%, okay? Which is an okay percentage for a quick scalp trade. So what I'm looking for here is the yellow going back above the green. Now the Cyan 9 EMA here kind of moves a little bit quicker than the other two, and it gives you an idea of the way the price is going. So for example, here, when the Cyan was up there, it implied that the price was going to go higher, and it certainly did. And then when it came back down here, it sort of implies it's going to sort of lower. And the price kind of follows this 9 EMA quite well. So what I'm looking for now, first of all, I'm looking for the Cyan going above the yellow, and then the yellow going above the green. And when the trend is in motion, as Eric calls it, you've got the yellow in the middle, and the Cyan is kind of leading the way, if you like. Now, one thing worth noting is that the CME closed at 56655 on Friday night. This is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And generally what normally happens is when this reopens on Sunday night, kind of Monday morning, you start to see the price sometimes go back towards that. More often than not, it does it recently. So I was expecting to see 56655. So I went to put it on my chart, and the price had already come down there actually a few minutes ago. Now that doesn't technically mean anything, because it's only like 15:28 UTC on Sunday at the moment. So technically that hasn't really done what it's supposed to, because the CME isn't open at the moment. Nevertheless, it is a level worth thinking about. So since then it kind of went there, just touched that, and it's now going back up a little bit. But that doesn't mean it's going to reverse, because I haven't seen this Cyan one go over the yellow yet. So I'm going to wait a little while until that does. Okay, so it's about an hour later. The price is starting to go back up a little bit, and the Cyan one is still getting near that yellow one, but not quite there yet. But at this point, I would be thinking about maybe taking a long, but I would be happier if I saw that Cyan line go over the yellow. So I think what I'll do, I'll leave this on the 5 minute time frame, and then I'll probably speed the next bit of the clip up, because I'm just going to make some dinner, and we'll see what happens. But it's getting very close, isn't it, the Cyan and the yellow? Well, this bit's quite good fun. This is speeded up 200 times, so you can see here the price sort of dragging the moving averages around, and the Cyan eventually crossing the yellow. Okay, so the Cyan's above the yellow now. Now this is starting to look better now, because the Cyan is now up to the green. So what we want to see now is the Cyan maybe cross the green, and then eventually the yellow get up to the green. And then I think we'll see a decent pump. So using this method, I said that I would probably think about going long at, what price was it? Okay, so that was 56876. So let's put that on the chart. Okay, so that was the level there, 56876. And at the moment we are now 0.42%, which is actually $239 up. So not bad actually. I think it's going the right way. Looks like the yellow is getting near the green, and the Cyan is now in front, leading the way. So will that yellow reach the green? That's the question. Okay, so it's about an hour or so on, and you can see here that now the yellow has crossed the green on the 5 minute time frame, and the Cyan is leading the way, showing that the trend is up for the moment. So if I'd have gone long when I said, I would be 0.61% in profit. So if I'd used like 10x leverage, that would have been like 6%. Be a good start. And if we look back in the past when this has happened, so say for example here, this continued going up until the cyan came back and then touched the yellow. Then at that point, you'd probably need to switch to a larger time frame to work out if you wanted to hang on to that trade for a longer period of time, or if you wanted to sort of get out and then re-enter there, do that kind of thing. It's a matter of whether you want to scalp or if you want to like swing trade. So yeah, I think I'll keep an eye on this kind of idea and maybe take some trades based on it, because I think it could help me identify trend reversals, not only in like the bigger time frame, but also in the smaller time frame, like this 5-minute one here. Because with these kind of moves, with some reasonable leverage, you can make quite a bit of money if you just keep doing that and then compounding your gains. Okay, so the kind of thing that I found fairly useful in this situation is on the 5-minute time frame, we've seen the cross there, the cyan is still up there. I'm just wondering what's going to happen next. So what I tend to do is just go up to the next kind of time frame that I'm familiar with, which in my case is a 7-minute. And I'm thinking, okay, well, you know, the yellow is about to cross the green there. So I'll keep an eye on that and see what that does. And in the same way, then I'd probably look at the 10-minute as well. And, you know, because I want to get an idea of, you know, when the cyan is starting to come down, and that's the end of that little pump. I mean, hopefully in this situation, the cyan will go high and that will cross, and then we'll, you know, get a mega rally. I don't think we will tonight though, because I think it's going to come back down to this CME gap here. And to be honest, if that happens now, I mean, it's 1943 UK time here. So it's about, what's that? It's about 5 hours from the week close. So the CME should start trading soon. So what would be really nice, wouldn't it, if this turned out to be a double bottom like that, and then we get another crack at going long at the CME level, which is 56,655. I think that's what I'm going to do. But obviously when we're down here, I'm going to be using the same kind of techniques of what I've just shown you to try and identify if that really is a bottom or not. Okay, so this might seem a bit complicated, but I don't think it is. Install that indicator, set it up as I did it, colour your lines like this, yellow, cyan and green, have a play with it, and then let me know what you think. Any questions, leave them down in the comments. It'd be great to hear from you. While you're down there, please do like the video, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you've got the notifications set and all, and above all, tell your friends. Oh, and by the way, if you're going to trade on BitGet or ByBit or Blofin, I've got links for all them in the description down below, which will get you the best benefits. Take care. Peace.